Dynamics 365 Nav and Business Central. So it's a great pleasure to host you today, Mahana. Over to you.
Thank you. Hello all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending upon wherever you are joining from. So welcome to Business Central Bootcamp Day 2. And today, the first session will be based on how to integrate Business Central with Shopify. So before we get started with this session, so a small introduction about myself. So myself Mohana Yadav. I am working as a technology specialist. I have more than 15 plus years of experience in Dynamics NAV slash D365 Business Central. So out of 15 years, 11 years as the Microsoft Nav slash D365 Business Central MVP. So these are some of my the blog links on Facebook page, LinkedIn, and Twitter. So if you would like to connect, then feel free to connect through one of these links. Okay. So I started my career as a developer, and then slowly I learned about the functionalities, and every day I strive to learn something new. So I do investigations, R&Ds, and I write blogs. So I hope this session will give you some insights on how to integrate the Business Central with Shopify. Okay, so there is nothing much in terms of presentation. So I will show everything through demo. Okay. So the first thing, in order to do this integration with Shopify, so we need to create a Shopify account. So there are two ways of creating the Shopify account. So one is trial account, and the other one is the partner account. So let me start with creating the Shopify account. So first we will go to Shopify.com. So when we open the Shopify.com, okay. So here, we can create a 14 days trial account. Okay, so if we enter our email account and start free trial, then there will be few other steps we have to follow along the path. So this is the trial version. Okay. So this is only valid for 14 days, and if we want to continue, then we have to pay for that continuation, depending upon the days and all those kind of things. So there is another way. So for partners, so just Shopify.com/partners. So if I enter Shopify.com/partners, so then we will go to Shopify partners section. Okay, so here again we can enter the email account and join. Then so inside this Shopify partner account, we can create the development shops, and for any demo shops and all those kind of things. So there is nothing much limitations if we use partners. So I suggest you to if you want to create the Shopify integration, so use the Shopify.com/partners and create your account. So I have already created my account, so I will just simply click on the login now, and I will log in. So this is the account that I have used. So let's select the account. So now we are inside the Shopify partners account. Now we can go to the stores on top left side. So when I click on the stores, so here it will show the list of stores that are available. So right now there are 2 stores. So let's create another store. So just click on the add store. So here we can select the development store or managed store. So right now I will just select the development store, as this is for the development purpose or demo purpose. So I will give it a name. So let me start with BC Bootcamp and see if the account is available. I think it seems it is available. So let's give a password to it. Okay. So let me type password, and yeah, that's it. So click save. Okay, so it should create a shop for us. So while it is creating this shop, okay, so let me go back to Business Central. So I started, creating new sandbox environment with name BC Bootcamp. So let me refresh and see if it is created. Yeah, it is active now. So let me open the Business Central also simultaneously. So now we are in the Shopify store. Okay, so it created BC Bootcamp. Oh, did I enter T by mistake? Okay, that's fine. So BC Bootcamp t.myshopify.com store. Okay. So now in the meantime, Business Central is also opening. Let's give them a second. Yeah. So the Business Central is open. So let's go to Shopify and Shops. Just wanted to show you that nothing is here as of now. So the shop is still creating. Yeah. So the shop is created now. Okay. So few setups that we need to do in the Shopify store. So now we created the Shopify store as well. So next thing is we have to uh, make two setups, or we have to do two modifications. So the first one is disable automatic archive the order. Okay. So whenever we fulfill the orders. The orders will be automatically archived in the Shopify. So we just want to, not to archive automatically. So in order to do that, so we have to go to settings on the bottom left side. So click on the settings and checkout and accounts. So here, if we scroll down, so we should see automatically archive the orders. So just disable this automatically archive the orders. So click save. Okay, so the settings are now saved. And the second one is so activate the test payment provider. Okay, so we want to test how to create the orders in Shopify and sync them to Business Central. So in order to create the orders in Shopify, we have to enable the test payments. So go to the payment section here. So here we will have the option to activate the test payment provider. So click on the activate test payment provider. So here we can activate. So here we have three options. So one is to approve the transaction. The second one is to decline. The third one is the gateway failure. So I will show where to use these things. Okay. So for now I'm just activating it. So now that the bogus gateway for testing is activated. Okay. So these are the two settings that we need to do in the Shopify store. Okay. So now our Shopify store is ready. Now let's check one more thing in Business Center. So we should make sure that Shopify connection extension is installed in Business Central. So let's go to Business Central and verify that one. Okay, so this is Business Central. So go to advanced settings, extensions, or we can just search extension management page also. So let's change the view and check for the Shopify connector. So the Shopify connector extension is installed. So we are good in Business Central also for the integration. Okay. So now let's start with the integration. Okay. So let's go to the Shopify and shop. So click on the new. Okay. So this is the Shopify, shop cart. So where we will provide the Shopify URL, and yeah, we can integrate with many shops of Shopify. So we can give it a name and URL and enable, and there are some other settings I will show all those settings. Okay, so first we need this URL to enable the integration. So let's start with giving it a name. So I will name it as PC Bootcamp. Okay, and the URL is yeah, the PC Bootcamp key.myshopify.com, whatever we have created just now. So after this, we have to enable this integration or setup. So when I click enable, so it will give me acceptance for the terms and conditions. So when we click accept, so it will open a page, and using this page, so there will be another the add-on that is required for Shopify, that Dynamics 365 Business Central. Okay, so that page automatically opens, and we just click install app. So when we click install app, the Business Central app will be installed in the Shopify. Okay, so click always allow, and now that integration has been set up between Shopify and Business Central. So now coming to the synchronization. Okay, so before synchronization, so we have to enable the location. I mean, we have to set up a location for this Shopify shop. Okay, so now under the related locations, so go to the location. So here, so there will be an action, get Shopify locations. Okay, so click on the get Shopify location. So this is the location that or shop that we have created here. Okay, so that has an ID and the name. So this is the Kondapur name for that one. So for here we have to enter the location filter. So what locations, the Business Central BC locations we have to provide here. So whatever locations we provide here, so that data will be integrated with the Shopify. So for now, let's say I want to use blank location and also east location and also main location. Okay, so we can provide multiple locations here. So I provided the location filter, and then don't forget to the disable. So don't forget to click on this disable button. So now I disabled, so which means I enabled this location, Shopify location. So now go back to the PowerPoint. So the location setup is completed. Let's check the item synchronization and item images synchronization and inventory synchronization. So these three parts together. Okay. So here we have tabs like item synchronization. Okay. So we have to select how we want to integrate the items, either from Business Central to Shopify or from Shopify to Business Central. Okay. So in this case, I will show as Business Central already has the items. Okay. It depends upon whether the Shopify account is or you are already using the Shopify and new to Business Central, or you are using Business Central already and new to Shopify. Okay. So in this case, I simply use from Business Central to Shopify, as the items are already created or available in the Kronos database. Okay, and auto create unknown item. So this will be used for while we are creating the items from Shopify. So right now it is not required. Shopify can update items. So this is also same. So while creating items from Shopify to Business Central, then we need that. Can update Shopify products. Yes, so we want to update Shopify products from Business Central. So we have to select that boolean. Okay. So next option is item template code. So again, that is useful for if we want to import the items from the uh, Shopify. So that is not required. So the next one is sync item images. Yes. So we want to sync item images. So again, I will do it from Business Central to Shopify, as we are syncing items from Business Central to Shopify. So the next one is sync item extended text. So if you want to sync item extended text, enable this one. So right now I am not enabling. So sync item attributes. Yes, I want to sync item attributes. So I selected the sync item attributes boolean. Okay. So the remaining you can change them depending upon your requirements on all. So by default, I'm leaving them as it is. So the next tab is inventory synchronization. So yes, I want to synchronize the inventory also. So this whatever inventory we have in Business Central, I want to show that in the Shopify shop as well. So for that, I enabled the inventory synchronization, and then the next setup is default inventory policy. So we want to whether prevent negative inventory or not. So this setup is related to preventing negative inventory. So I selected deny. So I don't want to allow the negative inventory. Why? Because in Shopify we don't want to sell the items when we don't have inventory. So that's the reason I selected deny. So now, yeah, so the item related setup is completed. So related to items and images and inventory. So now let's sync the items from Business Central to Shopify. Okay. So let's go to the Shopify shop once and select the products. So the items in Business Central is equal to products in the Shopify. Okay. So right now there are no products in Shopify. Okay. And once we synchronize, so we should be able to see the Business Central items. To Shopify and products here. Okay, so this is a page that is available in Business Central. So Shopify products. Now it's blank here. So let's add the items to this Shopify products page. So under the process, we have an action called add items. So here we can select the shop code. So in this case, BC Bootcamp is my shop code. If we have multiple shops, then we can select the shop that we require to sync these items. And if we want to filter by item number, then we can select it. Or if you want to filter by item category, then we can provide the item category filter here. So let's say I want to filter by tables and chairs. Okay, so I will select the item category code as table and chair. So now only the items that. Okay, so let's click OK. So yeah, so this is surprising to me. So every time whenever we do first time, we are getting this error. Okay, but if we repeat the same action, then it is we are. Oh, sorry, we have to select the shop here. Let me select. So maybe this is a glitch in the integration or something like that. But I have seen that error message many times whenever we do first time. So yeah, now and yeah, I continued with that process, and all the chairs and table item category codes are added to this page, Shopify products page. So once we add the items to this Shopify products page, the synchronization will start automatically in the background for moving the item related data from Business Central to Shopify. Now, if we go back and refresh here, okay, so if the sync has completed, then we should see the items already here. See, so these are all the Business Central items, whatever we have here. So those are moved to here, but notice that inventory or images are not moved yet. So let me open one item card or product card. So it is opening. Yeah. So now we can see here that Anthrop, the conference table. So the item attributes are moved. So let's go to Anthrop. What is that? Anthrop conference table. Anthrop conference table. Yes, this one. So let's open this, item in Business Central. So this is the item card in Business Central. So here, if I go to item and attributes, so here we can see color is white, depth is 300, height. So color white, depth 300. So all those attributes are moved to Shopify products. So the image is not yet moved, but we can see the price. Okay, so if we go to price section. So this is 647. So the price is moved and the cost is also moved 505. So the cost is also moved. So some properties or some fields from Business Central to Shopify, like the attributes, cost, price are already moved. Okay, when we added items to the Shopify products page in Business Central, but not the inventory and images related things. So we can see the weight also moved from Business Central uh, to Shopify. So let's zoom in here and see the weight. So it should show 28 point something. So 28.06. So this is moved from Business Central to Shopify. So now we have moved, the items from Business Central to Shopify. So let's sync the images and the inventory. Okay. So for that we have, the synchronize the product images and synchronize inventory action. So the products and prices to Shopify. So these two already executed by default when we added items to this page. Okay, so let's click on synchronize product images. So it will start a job queue in the backend, and it will sync the images. So let's click on synchronize inventory as well. So this will also start another job queue in the backend, and it will move the data to Shopify. So let's give them some time. So right now it is in process. So once these job queues are successfully completed, so let's go to Shopify and refresh this page. So now, we should see that, the images are synced, and we can see the inventories are also synced from Business Central. So this is this Antwerp conference table is having one inventory and Athens desk 11. So this Mexico chair -3. So whatever inventory we have in Business Central, so that will be synced here. And now if you open, we can see, that uh, image also sync from Business Central to Shopify Shop. Okay, so this is how we sync uh, the item related information from Business Central to Shopify Shop. Okay, so let's open the Shopify Shop and see how it looks like. So we have this online store view button. So when we click on that, it will open the BC Bootcamp t.myshopify.com. The this is just like our the e-commerce site, and we can see all the products. So whatever we have added to this store. Okay, so these are the products that we have seen. So we can see the prices, and when we open the card, so we will see those item attributes. So white and 300 centimeters, 150. So whatever we have added, so those will be visible here. Okay. So one thing here is, so if we are using the trial version, then we can test till this part. So we cannot go to the buy option, and we cannot make the payments. Why? Because we didn't enable the I mean, yeah, we there is no direct option to enable the test payments option in trial version. Okay, so we have to buy some subscription, then only we can enable that test payments functionality in trial version. So that's the reason I used the partners development version, so that here we can go to the buy it now, and then we can provide the information and all. So before buying this item, I will show how to do the customer part as well, and then we will come back to this section again. Okay, so let me close it for a second and go to the PowerPoint. So here the next section is so the sync customers, sync orders, sync shipments and transactions. Okay, so this is one flow here. And let's go to the Business Central and close this one and open that Shopify shop setup that we used earlier. So let me minimize these two tabs, item related tabs. So now we have customer synchronization. So just like how we set up customer synchronization as well. So here also we have multiple fields to set. Okay, so the first one is customer import from Shopify. Okay, so how do we want to import the customers from Shopify? Okay, so we can select like all the customers. Do we want to import from the Shopify, or whenever we create an order from Shopify to Business Central, then we want to create. So I think it makes sense to create the customers while importing the orders. Why? Because in Shopify there may be many customers, but they may not be buying the items or creating the orders in Shopify, right? So we don't want to maintain or manage all those customers in Business Central. So I want to create only when when the orders are imported into Shopify. Okay, and how do we want to determine the customers? Okay, so that also we have options like by email and phone number, or by bill to info, or always take the default customer. So if we select default customer, then we have to enter the default customer name, and so we also have we can select the customer templates by country, region, and default customer. So for US, one customer; for Canada, one customer; for India, another customer, something like that. So we can define the default customers here, or if our business is only one place, then we can enter the default customer here also. But I want to go with by email and phone. Okay, so why? Because in Shopify side, the customers will log in through either the email or phone login. So I want to map the customers with email and phone number. So the next step is auto create unknown customers. Yes. So whenever we are creating the orders from Shopify to Business Central, so if there are any unknown customers, then I want to create them automatically. Okay, and customer template code. So we have to give a customer template code while creating the customers in the Business Central. So I am selecting the business to business customer template, and I'm leaving the default customer number. Why? Because I didn't select the default customer number. Then Shopify can update customers. Yes. So if there is any modification to the details in Shopify customers, then I want to update them in Business Central as well. So enable that Boolean if you want to modify the customers information from Shopify to Business Central. So export customer to Shopify. So we are not doing this right now. So I will disable that one. So can update Shopify customers? Yes. So we are not updating anything from Business Central to Shopify. So disable that one as well. So the other setups like we can select the source name, like whether we want company name or first name, last name. So we can change that depending upon however we want. But I'm going to leave them by default. So whatever options are there for now. So the next one is the order processing. So uh, how we want to manage or process the orders from Shopify to Business Central. Okay, so here first we have to select the shipping charges account. So we can select any appropriate account, GL account that is available in Business Central, or we can create new. So for example, I will use 40100 the income and services account for this shipping charges. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to skip this gift cards and tip related functionality for now. So the next ones are Shopify order number on doc line. Yeah, I want to show Shopify order number in our sales order lines. So if you want to see that Shopify order number, just enable that one, and auto create sales orders, yes, enable that one. Otherwise, we have to manually go and create sales orders from a Shopify orders screen or page. So I will show that one as well. So the next one is taxes. So yeah, I just wanted to not to use any taxes for now. So I set it as no taxes. So this is the setup that I'm going to use for now. Okay. So now let's go back to our shop again. Okay, so here let's choose one product. Let's say I want to buy this Berlin guest chair yellow. Okay, so I like this item and I want to buy this one. So I will click buy it now. Okay, and then we have to provide the email account. So let's say I'm using the email account that I used to log in. So let me paste it. Yeah, so this is the account that I used to log in. So I'm using that same, email account. So next one is India and provide first name, just like how we buy from any e-commerce site. So here search for the part. So the fun part is we will get the suggestions as well. So this is exactly the place where I live. So I selected that one, and the city, state, pin code, everything is automatically populated. So now I selected save this information for next time. Okay. So then click on continue to shopping. So we can see on the right side, the subtotal, shipping, and tax related information as well. So now I want to use shipping method standard, so which is free, and then continue to payment. So in the while we are activating the the test payment, so we have seen three codes, right? 1, 2, 3. So if you want to make it successful, then you have to select one. So if you want to decline, make it two, or if you want to fail the gateway, then we have to enter the third one. So here, I'm selecting one, so which means this card number will be accepted. So name on the card, yeah, you can enter any name. So I'm using my name here. So expiration date, I will simply use, the September and this month. Or, yeah, we have to use any date more than, the current month and year. So I will select the security code as 111. So same as shipping address and pay now. So when I click pay now, so now it should successfully create the order. Okay, so let's see that. So in the meantime, yeah. So now you see, so the BC Bootcamp. So thank you, Mohana. Your order is created. So this is the billing and shipping address and the amount related information. So now if I go to the shop, so this is the product. So here we can see orders. Okay. So if we go to the orders section, so we will see one order here. See, so 1001, one order is created. So just now today 3:06 p.m. If I open this one, so here it will show all the information related to the shipping address and the item, all those kind of things. Yeah, here we can see the item and the amount and shipping information on the right side and the timeline. So what happened and when. So all those things will be added as the timelines. So now we want to move this order into Business Central. So now you can see the payment status as paid and fulfillment status is unfulfilled. Okay. So now we have to sync this order from Shopify to Business Central. So how to do that? So go to the Business Central. Okay. So in Business Central, we will have Shopify and orders. Okay, so go to Shopify and orders. So this is one intermediate page. So in that setup, if we don't activate auto create sales orders, then the orders will sit here, and from here we have to manually create the sales orders. If we enable that one, then we don't have to manually create sales documents. So the system will automatically create or convert these Shopify orders to Business Central sales documents. So how to sync the orders from Shopify? So just click on this process, sync orders from Shopify. Okay. So select the store or shop that we want to sync from. So BC Bootcamp is the store name. So select that one and click OK. Okay. So when I click on OK, so we can add another the filters as well to sync the orders from Shopify to Business Central. But I just selected only shop, and it enables one job queue in the backend. And if I go back and come back to this page, so see now the Shopify order is created in Business Central. So if I open this one, so here we can see the shop code and the Shopify order, and so one new sell to customer number is created. So you can see that one. So see 00010. So Mohana Yadav, and with the address whatever we provided. So the order is Shopify order is created here. Okay. So from here, see the sales order number is also created. Okay, in the Business Central. So let's open sales order from here. Okay. So this is the sales order that is created. Okay. So here in the comment section we can see Shopify order number. So here the order is created with the same information, and the item, and that standard free shipping. So no cost or price will be used for this. So it only added the item related cost and price here. So in order to do the shipping and all those kind of things, so let's reopen the order for a second and go to shipping and details section. So here for shipment agent, select DHL for now. Yes, and the package tracking number, for example, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. I selected just a test package tracking number and agent. Okay, so from here we can click or post the sales order. So it means we are shipping our the sales order to the person whoever created the order. Okay, so when I click OK, so this should post the shipment and the invoices. Okay, so now I will close this one, and now we have to sync that shipment from Business Central to Shopify. Okay, so right now we have shipped, or we have updated that shipment in only Business Central, but we didn't sync that to Shopify yet. Okay, so there is one report for that, sync shipments to Shopify. Okay, so when we open that one, so again we can select the order information, posting date, and all those kind of things to ship. So right now, as I have only one, I'm not selecting the number or posting date. So I will just click OK. So now this shipment, whatever we have updated in the Business Central, will be updated in the Shopify. So let me refresh the orders here. Okay, so now you can see that the fulfillment status is changed to fulfilled. So which means we have shipped the items to the customer. Okay, so here you can also see the Business Central order number. Okay, and we can see the information or the timeline related to what happened and when, all those kind of things here. Okay, So once this item is synchronized and everything is completed, so we can come here and manually archive this one. So if you remember, in the beginning we have disabled that one. So otherwise, once this order is fulfilled, it will be automatically archived if you don't disable that one. But if you want to automatically archive the order, then you can keep that uh, setup as it is, or you can disable that one and manually archive the order. Okay. So after this, so we can go and check the transactions also in the business center. So here we have the transactions. So when I click that one, so here we can see the gateway and the amount, the transactions. So whatever happened in the Shopify, so those will be visible here as well. Okay. So if we use any the gift cards functionality, or the payouts, then we can sync those things as well in this business central to Shopify integration. So this is what I wanted to show related to this integration. So if I go back, so just to recap, so we have created the Shopify account. So we have seen a trial versus partner account. We have created a Shopify store, and then we have done some setup related things. So we activated the test payment, and this is optional whether we want to automatically archive or not. And then we have verified the Shopify connector extension is installed in Business Central or not. The next one is we have done the setup related to that Shopify in Business Central, and we have set up locations, item synchronization, item images synchronization, inventory synchronization, and next, we have seen how to customize, sorry, how to sync the customers and how to sync the orders and how to sync back shipments from Business Central to Shopify, and how to see the transactions of Shopify in the Business Central. So after this, I have also written the detailed blogs related to this, so you can go and review these blogs. So these blogs will have step-by-step information related to how to sync or how to integrate Business Central with Shopify. And next is questions. So does anyone have any questions related to this? I will be happy to answer, or at least try to answer the questions. So let me see, for some reason, I cannot see the chart window. Okay. So Raj, can you help me? So are there any questions? Right now I am using the web team, so maybe that is the reason I cannot see chart window. Okay. Raj, are you there? Let me try to do it in a different way. Okay. Okay, Raj was having audio problems earlier. Oh, okay. But I didn't see any, at least, questions in the comments section. So I hope, I feel like, there are no questions and it is crystal clear to everyone.
Hello there. Thank you once again, Mohana. There's lots of great questions in the chat. So let's go through the questions here today. So thanks again for going through that deep dive in setting up the integration with Shopify. So there's lots of great questions in the chat. So the first question is by Sajid, who's asking, how do we get these extensions examples? It says how to get these extension examples Shopify or company website. So it's not a very well phrased question, but what he's saying is how can you enable the extension for Shopify, I think is what he's asking.
Yeah, so as I shown, so we should have two extensions installed in Business Central and the Shopify. So here, if you see, so the Shopify connector. So this is available in Marketplace, okay, by Microsoft. So if it is not available or installed by default in your Business Central, then you can go to Marketplace and install that Shopify connector, app. And as I shown in the Shopify Shop card as well. So once you enable this one, so it will give us the option to install uh, the app in the Shopify side. So once those two apps are installed, then we are good to integrate based on the steps that I shown.
So there's a lot of people who've asked questions in relation to location. I think they didn't understand what you mentioned when it came to setting up the location. Is that something that you can cover? Both Anwar and Vajsi have asked you if you could just cover the location part again, please.
Yes, yeah. So here we have created one location, right? So when we opened the Shopify.com/partner, okay. So here we can create multiple shops. Okay, so my one shop can be in let's say Hyderabad, and another shop can be in Mumbai, and another shop can be in the Delhi. Okay, so we want to integrate or map the Shopify shop with Business Central location. Okay, so as I shown, so let's say BC Bootcamp T. So this one, if I open this one, so here we will mention the location. Okay, so let me go back and create new store. Okay, so when I click new store, select development. See here we will provide the address, store address. So this is nothing but a location. Okay, so I want to map this location with my Business Central location. So here, so this is that location. So when we integrate, it automatically creates an ID for that Shopify shop or store. Okay, this is equal to this, this for this BC Bootcamp T shop, and we have to integrate with the locations. So in my case, I use 3 locations for one Shopify shop. Okay, so in reality, you can map one Shopify shop with one Business Central shop or location. Okay, so but here I map 3. So whenever we create the orders in Business Central, so it will show which location do we have to use from Shopify to Business Central orders and all. So that is related to that locations.
Thank you so much. Okay, so there is a question. If I add a new item or change price, how long will it take to synchronize with the website if there is any job running behind or manual job by users?
Yeah, so we can create the job queues in the back end, okay, or we can come here and the sync the products and the prices from this screen. So we just have to add the items or whatever we have done the modifications. So we can come here and sync products and prices to Shopify. So it won't do much time. So if you do manually, it will be done in 30 seconds or one minute time frame, depending upon the number of records and all. Or we can create a job queue. So again, that job queue depending upon the time frame that we set. So if you want to run it every 5 minutes, then it will run every 5 minutes, and if there are modifications, then it will sync the products and prices to Shopify.
Thank you. So for those who are not aware, the Shopify integration is a relatively new feature. Would you agree? Would you agree, Mohana?
Yes, yeah, it was introduced in wave 1 April, so it's yeah, pretty much new functionality for Business Central. Yes.
Yeah. So thanks for covering this. So there's another question. If I create a campaign and discount offers for a number of items, will it impact instantly and become active on the website?
So we are talking about discounts, right? Yeah, so
Yeah,
that should
that's what
be
he's
part
referring to.
of yeah, that should be part of the prices only, right? So if we do the prices, then yeah, it should sync the discounts and all those kind of things to Shopify as well.
So the question is, customer template will be effective on the website to enter required information and sync with BC. How will online payment be handled so after payment order is created in BC? So basically what he's asking is, how will the data flow work from the online payment to it being created in Business Central?
Yeah, so I think there are two questions. So one is customer, templates. So the customer templates will be used only when the customer is created in Business Central and not in the Shopify. Okay. So while importing that order from Shopify to Business Central, while creating the customer in the background, then only the customer template will be used, but it won't force anything while creating the customer in the Shopify. Okay, so that is one thing. And second thing related to that payments, yeah, so it has the default sync functionality or job queue in the backend, which sync this the transactions related information from the Shopify to Business Central. So these transactions information, this payment related information, so this will be automatically synced. We don't have to manually sync anything or manually do anything to sync those transactions from Shopify to Business Central.
Thank you very much. Okay. Which shipping was not added automatically based on given customer location?
Sorry, can you repeat?
Oh, sorry. Why is shipping not added automatically based on the given customer location?
So you mean you want to do this, sync shipments automatically once we ship the order in the Business Central? So if that is the case, so that's a good question. So I don't know why Microsoft hasn't automated this one and given us the provision to do it manually. But again, we can still use this option. We can add or run this process through a job queue to execute it every hour or every day. So whatever shipments are done in that day, so those can be synced with Shopify.
Yeah, I agree. There's lots of great questions coming through here. So
Yeah.
Manish is asking, are there any setup for auto posting sales shipments or invoices and checks on inventory, as orders can be huge in real time from Shopify?
Yeah, yeah. So as I said, yeah, we can use job queue to run that either hourly or every 30 minutes to sync those shipments from Business Central to Shopify. That
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So the final question is, can I configure more than one location for e-commerce store to be fulfilled from multiple warehouses?
Location for e-commerce store to be fulfilled from multiple warehouses. I didn't get that question 100%, but yes, so we can create multiple stores, in e-commerce. If you can see, I have already created 3 stores, and these 3 stores can be, mapped with Business Central. So if you want, you can map with only one location, or if you want, you can map with same location as well. So just like how I does. So this Kondapur location is mapped with 3 locations in Business Central, and if there is another store, again I can use same 3 locations filter. So yeah, we can do like one to many or many to many mappings with Business Central locations and Shopify locations.
Awesome. So that's the last of the questions, Mohana. So once again, thank you so much for sharing this new feature of Business Central. And are you able to share your contact details in the chat, please, so that the community can keep in touch with you?
Okay, yeah, I will share. Yeah.
Great stuff. So once again, it's a huge thank you to you, Mohana, for joining us today. And we hope to see you again soon, hopefully in person.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you for organizing this, Raj.
Thank you so much, Mohana. Take care.
Thank you. Yeah. Bye.
Fantastic. There you go.